where AI doesn't just save factories, it's also roast them. So when we talk about all those things, see, all CCTV, all CCTV cameras, they watch. And SnagX, it watches, it thinks, and then drop a, something like that. You know, when SnagX talk, when SnagX interacts with you, like a alert or something like that, it's not a beep or alert kind of thing. It will say something like that, brother, your machine, sweating harder than you are during, a payroll session, something like that. So, yeah, then, why I'm doing this live stream, because I really wanted to, tell all you guys about, how, AI can help you all guys. So, yeah, uh, that's not an incident management, that's the biggest group project kind of, when people talk about that. So uh yeah, so guys, I just wanted to tell all of you that maybe maybe in life, you in future, if you want to go about talk about AI, this video, this live stream will be really helpful. Why? Because all CCTVs, they watches like your, your noisy neighbor, your noisy neighbors like, but SnagX, it it literally, predicts, disaster before they happen. And like that one friend, who calls you and says that, don't don't go with that guy, or don't be friend with that guy. He gives that major no kind of vibes. So something like that. So when we talk about SnagX, it actually detects issues in milliseconds, and auto logs them faster than your interns do. That is control C, control V. So also, when we talk about all those things, alert with it also give you alert with a roasted message that no boring codes. And it also helps, prevents accident before they even make headlines. And seriously, thinking of SnagX as the meme, Lord HR manager catches your bad posture, roasting your missing helmets. And when we talk about catching bad posture, it is ergonomically, it is set up for that. And it also saves you, weekend by fixing machines and before breakdown. And it's a never ever, and it's never ever had a break or goes to a coffee breaks. Yeah. So when we talk about all these things, let we have paint shop that 2 a.m. tiny smoke trail. And when we see this situation, the old cameras, the old CCTV will act like would have saved, but with an interesting pixels. But SnagX, it's a blast, that he'll always going to alert you in a situation like brother, this machine is way more good than your when you can make Maggie in 2 minutes. That's technically not possible, but yeah. So it also has sprinklers, on fire, sprinkles on fire out, and next morning memes will be out on that. So the second would be the helmet roastings. So when Walker literally forgets helmet, and SnagX comes in the picture, and he'll say, what, nice hairstyle, but not OSHA approved, something like that. And everyone, everyone would be laughing upon that, and guys run to the go helmets. You know, when we talk about all these, we have to really avoid the accidents kind of thing, and and reduce the HR workload to be zero. New nickname for him would be like Mr. Coconut Head. Yeah, this SnagX will be calling to you if you are not wearing your helmets on the safety side. So yeah, when we talk about all these stuff, when we when we have a factory register with 50 employees, SnagX head counts AI, and then he will say like no bro, 40, who are these 10 invisible mans or Avengers or Caspers. So yeah, ERP gets clean, payroll, fraud drops and the company save lakhs. And moral of this whole storyline would be, SnagX doesn't just stop fires, it stops ghost salaries. So yeah, if you had SnagX, at home or in the meme mode, what would you want to roast? First would be more Wi-Fi range, or your dad would be snoring, or your fridge when ice cream gets run out. Yeah. So or that one uncle who always say, brother, when will you do going to work? So something like that. So, disaster always, cost billions. As we all know that every disaster cost billions and billions of money. And fire, IT outrages and accident, it will be very huge. So, but every starts is a family, a job, a paycheck. But SnagX isn't just meme, it's protection. It gives you those five, it gives you that first 30 minutes, or 30 seconds that means survival instead of tragedy. And um, you know, so you just have to remember that, CCTV is all about, boring watchman kind of thing. But when we talk about SnagX, also in the meme mode, it will only going to, AI roast master plus a guardian angel. It also, it saves factories, it saves life, and it makes you, laugh while doing it. So tell your boss, either we get SnagX or we just stay stuck with WhatsApp panic groups forever. So yeah, this is, I just always wanted to, have this conversation with all you guys, and now just head to our Q&A sessions because we always have our Q&A session in our end of the live stream. So let's just start with our Q&A session. Let me just find your questions that you guys have sent it me through DMs, through emails, and yeah. So the first question is, where is your first question? I'm not able to find your first question. Okay, let me wait, guys. I need to find this. I don't know where I put this. Yeah, got it. Okay, so one of the guy has asked me that can SnagX predict accidents? Obviously, because it's basically when we talk about that is Nostradam with Wi-Fi. So yeah, something like that. But in a very short span, yes, it can. So the second question would be: does SnagX only works in factories? No, absolutely not. Because uh, when we talk about hospitals, warehouses, IT services, anywhere chaos lives, SnagX will be there because SnagX can roast it. Yes. So the third question is, will SnagX roast me personally? If you walk into a machine zone with no helmets, yes, consider it free comedy plus safety. So yeah, let's head to our fourth question. And the fourth question is, can small startups afford this? Absolutely, because from coffee stall to, big, huge industries, SnagX can scale up to, because, it is very customized. You can customize it according to your requirements. So yeah, let's head to our fifth question. And it says that, does SnagX replace humans? No, absolutely a no-no, because, it empowers humans. It think of it as the sarcastic co-worker who actually does work for it. So yeah, let's head to our sixth question. And the sixth question says that, can SnagX prevent IT outrage? Yes, it predicts server crashes faster than your boss can say, have you tried restarting it? So yeah, it can. So let's just head to our seventh question. And it says that, how it is better than WhatsApp groups? I think WhatsApp spreads panic and SnagX spreads solutions and memes as well by calling you if you are not wearing your helmets. So yeah, let's head to our eighth question. That is false alarm. No, No. Because guys, um, it's it learns like Netflix, except instead of suggesting rom-coms and it suggests not dying. So yeah, let's head to our last but not the least question. That is our ninth question, and it says that can it roast ghost employees? Already does, because payroll ghost doesn't stand a chance. So yeah. And the last question is, will it save my weekend 100%? No late nights, no late night crisis calls, and it will only going to be the Netflix plus chill in peace. So yeah, by this we are going to end the live stream. So bye bye guys. I'll meet you in the next video.